Hey everybody, it's Jim here, and a few weeks ago I did a review of this Harley Benton JA Baritone guitar that I have grown to really enjoy playing with. But on that video, I received a comment that was called a criticism, but I didn't really take it as such. I thought it was a pretty valid point. I did not do that demo through a real guitar amplifier. I did it via a Neural DSP plugin, and the person was curious, would it work with a guitar amp? What would it sound like? Would there be any sound frequencies that would not carry over via a traditional kind of guitar amp? So today's non-scientific short little demo, I recorded this guitar 3 different ways. Each way is going to be the bridge position, followed by both pickups together, followed by the neck pickup. We're going to start off with just the DI straight into the actual Pro Tools session, no effects whatsoever, so we have a bass line. Then we're going to be using the Victory V40 Deluxe combo. I chose this to use for this because it does have a whole ton of headroom. And then finally, we're going to be using my wife's practice amp that is a Fender Bass Rumble 15, I believe, to see how it would sound through that, because I had never done that before. I thought it would be a lot of fun. So let's have a listen and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Now, I had a few interesting takeaways from that short little demonstration. The first being that Fender Rumble 15 actually sounded really good. I did not expect that whatsoever. So if you're somebody who does have a lower wattage, less headroom kind of guitar amp, like a 110 or a 112, such as the Gremlin or even the V40, $100 option there for you if you wanted to try and use a baritone through it and not, overwork your speaker. But speaking of which, and the Victory V40 Deluxe, on the bridge pickup, it sounds really good. It had no problem keeping up with it, but we got to the middle position, it starts to become apparent that the speaker is definitely not kind of designed for this kind of work. Once we hit the neck pickup, it was flubbing out. It was not something that was a clipping issue from the microphone or input levels as far as the Pro Tools signal that was coming into it. It was the speaker saying, please God, make it stop. I am not built for something like this. So I also want to clarify here, I played this at volume, meaning I wanted to be loud enough that I could have played over a drummer, because I don't feel like it would have been a true test if I had done it at a lower level, because the speaker wouldn't have been working so hard and it might have been able to handle it. But in a real world scenario, if you are playing this through an amplifier, odds are you're either going to be doing it for recording, which is typically done at a somewhat reasonably high level, or you're going to be doing it in the context of a band. And to go over all the other instruments, you're going to need volume to do that. I definitely wouldn't have this as my #1 pick unless I was living on the bridge pickup. interested in trying this baritone guitar through a few other applications as well, because I don't want to just write it off for all guitar amps. And let me tell you, even on the bridge pickup by itself, I was having so much fun jamming with a whole bunch of the effects on from the Zelza and the Earthquaker Devices Astral Destiny, man. Maybe I'll include a clip of that at the end here, but maybe a super reverb would do the job pretty well. I have seen baritone guitars being gigged live at volume with a Fender Bassman. I know that that thing will keep up with it really well. And at the end of the day, it's all about really the speakers themselves more so than the actual amplifier, because that's what the low end is actually going to be going through and working up against. But I don't know, this was fun. I can't wait to maybe even try it through a PA system. That would be an interesting thing. Why didn't I think of that? I do have one of those lying around as well. However, before I keep rambling onwards, I will leave you to the rest of your day. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. I would appreciate that. We are really close to 5,000 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you who keeps clicking in and tuning in to this channel. I know that things have slowed down a little bit. Life has come at me like a full-on freight train, but it hasn't knocked me out all the way. I look forward to making more as the holiday season goes on. I'm going to leave you with just a really short clip of this thing going through the Victory V40 with some of the fun effect pedals that I had on it, because man, it did sound great on the treble pickup. But I do hope you have a great rest of your day. Take it easy, everybody.